Hey everybody, Orpheolus here, welcome back to our Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. Last time, well, a lot of story stuff happened, basically Gelgar bad, Fog Beast now running around, all that fun stuff. And this time, we'll be doing side quests around the region, just because of, well, we're at that point. Feast, Eisen brand, a new product, special discount while stock lasts. Hello there, Bama. Roll up, can see friends have kenai for, man? Matt, why you here? What? You only come here to talk? Sorry, when friends approach so suddenly, Bama just surprised. Not because shifty or anything, is legit, all above board business. I'm selling you a drink of type that make by dissolve in water. If friends curious, should buy and try for self, no refunds. Full nose and drink in one gulp, can barely taste. Meh, it's no call for making that face. Well, somebody seems awfully, totally inconspicuous. So we'll be doing side quests this episode. As at this point in the game, side quests are, well, more prevalent, and this is kind of the slower part of the story. So this goes into the next little thing that was in Definitive Edition, Expert Mode. Expert Mode lets you store a portion of its story experience for your later use, rather than being granted to a character immediately. When you can enable it by opening System menu with plus, going into Expert Mode by toggling option. The option is disabled by default. When Expert Mode is enabled with RAR down, all further experience gained through completing quests, discovering landmarks, etc. will be stored as experience. The Expert Mode section of the System menu plus lets you manually adjust character levels. Increasing a character's level will cost reserve experience. Reducing character experience will convert excess experience points back into reserve experience. And then you can adjust your levels individually as you see fit, left or right. And then maximum level, your stockpile. So if we turn Expert Mode on, we can level our characters down back to the start and all that fun stuff. And plus, all stored experience will be kept into a reserve bank, so if you don't want to be over-leveled at this point, you can go ahead and put it into the reserves, or you can go ahead and cash it in as you see fit. This is definitely a quality of life thing that was introduced because, let's face it, in the base game, if you're going for every single side quest, you will heavily break the game. However, the Future Connected is a lot more constrained with its side questing, and you can do all the side quests and still be at a suitable level for the point in the game. The first side quest is going to be here with Selsitsana. Good if you come by. Mind if I ask for a spot of help? I could really use an assist right now. Alright, tell me in greater detail. As you probably gather, we're using these ancient structures for housing. When first arrived, they're already deserted, ruined almost beyond all hope of repair. We've been doing our best to keep things tidy, but with the march of time, the rubble starts to pile up. We'd like nothing more than to clear it out, but our numbers can't shift the heavy stuff. That's where you come in. No, I wasn't expecting you to drag all by yourself, so I was hoping you could get us some hoverstones. It's a mineral with levitational properties. If you could fit the rubble using that, a few pairs of hand would be suffice. So we get Rubble Trouble. Collect 3 pieces of hoverstone at Sultan Seal Island, Pillar Knoll, and scrap your lance. Alright, and we will do that. Alright, so we've already collected one of the 3. For this, though, I'm going to be turning on some other things, though. So one of my favorite options to do is Casual Expert Mode. So if you turn on Casual Expert Mode, you can decrease your levels to where you'll be severely underleveled for the entire point of the game. For example, you could take on bosses level 6, so you won't have to worry about the level reduction and all that fun stuff. And at least do some really creative fights that you can do. In fact, there's been several instances where people are taking on like the final boss of the base game at like level 1 or something like that. It is definitely one of my favorite things. I'm doing this because I really don't like one of the fights that's coming up, so I'll be doing my base 3. Mostly because we'll be doing some Fog Beast cleanup during this episode, so our first part's going to be here in Pillar Knoll. And yeah, to be honest, I just want to nuke these Fog Beasts because I really don't like Fog Beast. I find them very annoying and rather tedious to take out because basically what you're doing is that you're doing like a huge horde fight and all the fun stuff. So yeah, so our first one here is going to be this Doom Hawks. Normally I don't take this guy out until like decently late into the run, but meh. Yeah, just because you'll be summoning a whole lot of ads. And plus, more or less muscle memory from doing base game such. Okay, you're just gonna do that. I was used to that being Cyclone. Oh well, actually, I'm going to keep this screw you button for the next fight. Alright, Moral Hawks. Well, I'll see you at the end of the fight. Yeah, the right aura wore off, so the enemy levels have decreased quite a bit. Yeah, that's a good thing, I guess. Where's this last Hawks at? Get out of here, mate. Yeah, Fog Beast, they always guarantee dropping a silver level chest. Alright then, so that is that Fog Beast there. And our next Fog Beast is going to be right down this way. Ugh, I hate this guy a lot. Yeah, typically I do this Fog Beast, actually roughly around this point of the run. So yeah, right up here, Jungle Clodwing. I hate this guy a lot. Yeah, so the Jungle Clodwing sucks because they have funky dance and it's just annoying, tedious, all that fun stuff. No thank you, I do not like you, screw you. Hence, the screw you button. Alright, we're up to 10 now. Huzzah! Yeah, I really don't like those guys, so that is the second of the 3 hover stones. Our next one is going to be a skip. Alright then, so next up we're going to be doing Scapular Lance Fall. This fall I am a little bit rusty with. It's been actually a long time since I last did 100% speedrun this game. Yeah, that's what happens when you sell your soul to Arth's Inheritance and all that fun stuff. Yeah, this skip is annoying. Mostly you're doing a blind fall. And plus you gotta avoid some really annoying enemies such as the Ferris and the Gogol and all that fun stuff. So yeah, so somewhere around here there should be a little bit of a ledge. I believe it's right here, yep. Right here, so we fall down here. And there's a couple areas that you can normally fall off to. I'm just doing my old 100% of fall. There we go. Yeah, there's a little bit of a ledge extension that you can fall down to. It takes some practice to do, but yeah, there's a different couple methods you could do. Typically, the 80% they fall down to like the ledge there and try to fall into like one of those rocks over there. However, though, because 100% we need to go this way anyways, because over here is where the last of the 3 hover stones are. Hooray, Kilo Pumpkin! And plus, we get ourselves another landmark here, so all works out. So we get the Scapular Lance. Yeah, alternatively, the alternative getting down here is following this pathway along. Fog Beast there, unique monster there. That's all very annoying to fight. With a couple things here and there, you're spotted by every single enemy along the pathway. Safe to say, I'd rather take my fall chances, thank you very much, because it's a very annoying segment there, so. Next up, returning back to Burrow Plaza. Yeah, I'll do this guy now since I'm in the neighborhood. So somewhere around here, somewhere. There you are. So right over here, we get ourselves Satoral Wolf. This guy can be pretty annoying, so if you want to mitigate your stuff, make sure that all the Wolves are away, but this is me. Alright, would you like to go to Nene, please? Thank you. There we go. Not too bad. Probably could have, I'm used to actually being a whole lot less equipped for that fight. Oh well, screw you, button. Alright, we told them to screw off. So that's what we did. Alright, I guess with those all done, our next destination is going to be across this waterway here during the afternoon. Alright, Kilo, you can have some fun in the sun, I guess. So hang on over this way, we get ourselves a quiet moment overlooking all this fun stuff up here. We get ourselves the land in the sky.
So high up!
It really is, isn't it?
When stand on tippy edge, I'd go dizzy. Whoa!
Kino, Don't get too close to the edge. If you lose your footing, you could fall.
Here is much safer. Strange view when come to think about. Clouds look like floaty fluff below feet.
You're right. I don't think I've ever been this high up before either.
No. A moment. If clouds are in direction down, this continent floating even higher up than clouds.
Exactly. It's floating much higher up than Frontier Village in Magna Forest. Or even Erith Sea.
Strange, so strange. But why this island is floating higher than even clouds?
I remember something from an old book. As I recall, the Bionis Shoulder was once inhabited by the Giants, a highly advanced race. There used to be many islands floating above Erith Sea, you know.
Kinono, teeny tiny islands floating in sky. Very fantastic view.
The Giants. They could process and utilize hoverstone, a mineral with floating properties.
Amazing! In Erith Sea, they gather so much hoverstone, it left up whole continent.
Actually, you might have it backwards. Maybe they took hoverstone from here and transported it back to Erith Sea.
Whoa, elementary! Kino 220% agree.
Of course, it's best to take all this with a grain of salt.
Huh?
Until now, no Homs, or even High Entia, have set foot on this continent. That's why the book's author might only be speculating about some aspects.
No, it makes sense. Can be no mistaken theory of Shulk. Shulk really do know everything, just like Dad at once said.
Oh no, I'm positive there are things I don't know.
Dad upon say, friend Shulk is brainy smart, know everything. And also brave and cool, and could do anything if he put mind to it.
Did he really? I'm actually a little embarrassed now.
Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's only good thing. He also say Shulk is #1 sidekick of Dadapon. Next in line of awesome.
I see. Good old Ricky.
Yeah, Ricky totally is the main character of the game, let's face it. So yeah, also totally didn't route that out. I actually just was like, oh yeah, there's a side quest here, let's go ahead and do it. I guess a quiet moment in the area, let's do it. And I didn't realize right away that it was actually a side quest pertaining to that, so... Alright then, we completed your thing. Alright, you come bearing hoverstones, I see. That'll help with the cleanup a lot. I don't really want to stay here forever. It'd be nice to make a place a little more tolerable in the meantime. Alright, for another thing, it seems to me the good deed to leave it neater than you found it, not all tumbled down and derelict. I'm sure the people who once lived here would hate to think their old homes as overgrown piles of rubble too. Alright then, in any case, the air should be getting a lot nicer very soon. It's all thanks to you. Really appreciate it. Alright then. So another quest complete. Hoverstones! Very good things indeed. Alright then, so with that side quest done, our next one's going to be up here. Yes, up there. We really want to do this next side quest. Very important that we do so. Also, I'm not used to doing it this way. Was place one of the things we needed? Yes it is. Hooray, cool. I actually know what the last two are, and both of them... We'll get to that. So right up here we get ourselves a lot.
Alright.
Huh? You wanted something from me. Your face kinda has that look. Ah, right, I see. That sounds rough. And you came from Companionscape. Ah, then I have a question for you. On your way to Grandel, did you come across any hard-looking rock or rare materials or anything like that? I saw some ether deposits. Yeah, I know about those. We have a few of them in Grandel as well. Still, thanks for telling me about that. You've got some talk to you about you as well, if that's okay. Go in more detail. Right, so I'm currently making tools for fixing and expanding the rampart, and I'd like to make them stronger. That's why I've been asking for better materials. Well, actually, I I've got an idea, but I'll need a catalyst to make it work. I'm not tough enough to track it down by myself, but since you know all kinds of other materials, I figured, you know. Say now that I think about it, couldn't I just ask you to get it and bring it to me? It'd be way easier, right? Alright then, catalyst I want to use for is found near the Barrow Ruins Cave. It's a stone people call the Cerulean Shard. As a reward, maybe I could upgrade any tools you're carrying while I'm working on yours. I can work with anything, like, for example, that ether pick you got there. How about it? I bet I could strengthen it to improve in the output. You could mine better stuff, not too shabby, eh? Alright then, Cerulean Shard, let's go fulfill happiness. Have you walk by? Well, don't let me stop you, I'll be waiting. Alright then, so with this all done, we need to head back to the plateau. I should have done this later, but meh. I got to become my Nopon inner self, okay? You gotta say meh at least 40 times. Yeah, very easy quest, all things considered. Yeah, problem with the Eternal Zenith is that it's very annoying to get to. Also, I really wish I could move faster. I don't remember how many things we're up to right now. We'll get some more in the next episode. Alright then, so coming up here, let's go ahead and hand this in. Alright. You look dusty from the road. Any chance you got my catalyst? Oh, that's it. Thanks bunches. I knew you were onto something when I asked you a lot for help. Right, let me get to the good part. Lend me your ether pick, won't you? Alright, sorry to keep you waiting. What do you think? Sleek form factor, right? You can feel power at a distance. There's some ether deposit in the Grandale too. Feel free to test your improvements out for yourself. And with this all done, we get ourselves the improved ether pick. Very, very nice indeed. Alright then. So I guess with this all done, let's go ahead and test it out because there's an ether deposit right down here. One that I've been kind of holding on to for a long while because this ether deposit I bloody hate. So coming over here to this ether deposit, we get ourselves recovery up for Spike Defense 4. So this is the earliest you can get Spike Defense. Well, to be exact, there's actually 2 instances of Spike Defense. The other Spike Defense is right down here. The problem with this Spike Defense is that it's guarded by level 70 monsters that are very aggro and will see you very easily, and safe to say, it ain't pretty. Very ain't pretty, so yeah. I guess let's go ahead and head back to the entrance and do one more side quest this episode. Which side quest do I want to do? Actually, I know what I want to do. So we're heading back to the Grandale Ramparts. You know what? I'll leave Kino with us. And you know what? I'll bring in Nene while we're at it. Actually, I'll do it with this party. Just to vary things up a little bit. So we're doing a little bit of a fog beast cleanup, and our destination is going to be on the very far side of this place because there's actually character quests in this game. So right over here we get ourselves a little bunnet, which is going to be fun to say the least. Hey, mind coming to me, please? Alright, dazed. A little slow on that, but oh well. That was pretty easy, all things considered. Alright, so I'll just see you at the end of this fight because there are just a bunch of easy enemies here. Okay. Well, that was actually easier than I thought. Yeah, I could probably safely do this part normal. I don't know, I'm just used to being so underleveled for this part of the game. It's just muscle memory at this point. So right over here, we get ourselves another quiet moment that we can't view right now because it's a lot later on. So right here, we get ourselves Agni's birthplace, which is one of the late game locations, I guess. And inside this little tube here, we get ourselves another one of these Pro Rose favorite. We're up to 12 right now. So yeah, so there's the side quest over there. I want to save that for later on because it'll be relevant then. Alright, another blade bird there. So yeah, so our next Bororo's favorite is going to be right down in this area here. Hooray for the mini-map, because at this point in the game we actually don't have the mini-map. Alright, grab our next favorite, 13. I know where I can get 14 and 15 at, so we should be good on our collection at this point. So we're going up this way right now because there's somewhere around here. Yes, right there is a Skeeter. Before you do so, I recommend killing this Caterpillar first. Oh wow, that missed. Oh yeah, we're above its level.
Let's keep this up.
Oh yeah, I can probably level up my arts. Alright then. So with this all done, now we'll be taking on the light Skeeter. Yeah, I recommend taking out that Caterpillar first because I love going into this fight, and then the first thing that happens is that the Skeeter is I get randomly bodied by that thing. Okay. Get dazed. And a sword to the face. Oh yeah, Skeeter's not too bad. Okay, you're all done, so screw you, button. We Sardi! Find party! Sardi still we die! Can't resist doing that. Alright then, let's go ahead and grab our sweet nectar there. And over here we get ourselves a big old tree right up in this little area here. Also that aurora is beautiful. Yeah, the HD glow up is really nice. I do really like it. So anyways, we're coming up over in this direction because we get ourselves another side quest in the region with a lone Nop on here. Hello, what might be the problem? Meh. Shushu is looking at tree. If friends not need anything, please get out of tough with Shushu. It not look like just looking at tree. Face looks almost pained expression. How do you know? Nene have brother upon a similar age, so learn to read all sorts of signs. This side quest is only available if you have Nene in the lead. Has something happened? Okay, well, Shushu love climbing trees, climb every tree in area, sometimes twice. But then Shushu stopped paying attention and get discovered by monsters. Luckily managed to climb this tree just in time to escape from attack. But then one monster got away, Shushu breathed really so deep, slipped off branch and fell down. When Shushu get hurt, and now can't even move. And now, somehow, climb trees feels scary dangerous. But whoever hears a Nopon that does not climb trees? That's not even a little bit right, but first, should deal with Hurdy Hurdy. Heal Hurdy Hurdy is trivial part, just need a Peppity Herb. Alright then, let's gather a Peppity Herb from the top Cragmar Caverns. Side quest is not too bad, Shushu needs help, so let's go ahead and help Shushu. Alright, are you the cream wheat I need? Nope. Highleaf, but we do need it. So our destination is going to be here at atop Highmore Caverns. Well, Cragmaw Caverns. I probably could have done this in a different episode, but meh. So yes, our destination is going to be down this way. I normally approach this from a different angle, but I'll be saving that stuff for the next episode, so... yeah, it kind of sucks, but yeah. I'll do this quiet moment during the next episode. Just because we'll be in the region here. And plus it showcases another little skip that I do in Hundo speedruns. Alright then, so coming up over here to the end, one of these could be one of the snare wires I need since I still need a few of them. Alright, Scammel there. We got the Peppity Herb, so now we gotta backtrack all the way there. I'll just see you there because it's a hike. Alright then, so coming back over here to our Nopon friend, we got ourselves our Peppity Herb, so here we go. Then you bring Peppity Herb, Shushu can relax now. Thinking, Smash, Shushu will be back in running order sooner than soon. And how are feelings about climbing tree? Still a bit scary. Mama! What big shouty voice for? Shushu hears something! Toss out some monsters that came after Shushu. They not give up on Shushu after come to finish job. Shushu not want to get ate. Alright, Nene and friends will deal with. Please remain calm. Alright then, so here we get ourselves our wolves that have returned. So yeah, this fight can get a little bit hairy just because you have some wolves here, and wolves are very annoying to say the least. Mind getting the break, please. Okay. There we go, we got our first wolf down. And this fight can get a little nasty, but once you have one wolf down, it should be mostly easy. Don't mind getting PDD, please. Thank you. I probably should be doing the Magnum combo, but eh. Oh, nice. Another topple. Yeah, we got this in the bag, and since I'll be concluding the episode off, let's just go ahead and use the screw you button. Please? Can we get one crit, please? Come on, Spectres, do something. Okay, screw you button. There we go. Not too bad of a fight. Low 68 and 69. I could probably go ahead and give you the, should be fine. Alright, things all done, Shushu. Amazing, Nene is monster strong. Naturally, but Nene only so strong because friends fighting with. Enter Shushu will also heal up in time it took Nene to win Scuffle. That very good news. How about climbings? When Shushu watched Nene fighting, heart filled to bursting with courage. Now I feel like I could climb any tree again. But maybe not these trees. If climb here, monsters may come again. That good thinking. Most important thing in tree climbing is feel safe and have fun. Thanks, Nene. Now Shushu, go home before more monsters show ugly mugs. Bye-bye. Nene glad that Shushu back to be able to climb trees. You put a lot of effort into making sure of that, Nene. Shushu's injuries have almost healed now, fortunately. Hey, Sister Pond, why act so funny when talking about tree climbing? Have some big thoughts on topic of woody texture? Is because Nene is also afraid of climbing trees. Shock horror! Kino never knew! Not to get Nene wrong, once Nene loved to climb. When Nene was Little Pond, Dada Pond would watch over when going up trees. As any good father should, Ricky. I tip my hat to you. Dada Pond is great Dada Pond, for surely. But if love climbing, why scared of it? Bark not worse than bite. One time, Nene wanted to climb a tree higher than ever before. During mission, set out all alone. Nene climbed like Nopon possessed. View from up high was the best thing Nene ever saw. When Nene glanced downward, suddenly realized how far away ground was. Once realized, could not unrealize, area of turn shelled up like wing fist, and Nene still turned stiff as board. Frozen stiff with frightened, could only cry and shout for Dadapon. Took a whole day for Dadapon to come to rescue, and when Dadapon did come, he looked all rattly-tattly. Dadapon took for Nene all that time. Oh dear, poor Sister Pond. What a horrible deal that must have been. Nene not like that memory. It feel bitter, like leaking brog. That way Nene not want to climb any more Nopon to have fear of climb. Aw. But Nene, wouldn't you like to learn to climb trees again someday? After that day, Dadapon was kind of impatient to Nene. Took a lot of time for practicing climbing together. Nene okay with climbing trees of middle lowness now, with many ropes to learn, but somehow Nene got there. But soon as ground get too far away, bodies start to tremble and legs turn to fruit jelly. I don't think you have to force yourself. We all have things we're bad at, things we enjoy and things we don't. One day at your own pace, just keep going at your own pace. One day you may find yourself ready to try again. That always guiding principle of Nene. Anyway, even though day of climbing tall trees bitter memory, Nene always cherished sight of Dadapon coming to rescue, like personal hero pawn. Alright, and we have completed Nene's side quest. We get ourselves some Jubilant Emblem, which grants some ether defense up, which is pretty good for Nene because Nene naturally has pretty low ether defense, so I guess not all is bad. So with this all done, we managed to do good progress this episode. We did a few side quests around Grandel, and as any other side quest chain would be, next time, even more side quests. This time, I think we're going to get to know Kino a little bit better. I will see you all then.